As the fire began to rage, neighbors began to take notice and ran outside and helped the mother and her kids.
Live there, WSFA 12 News reporter Samuel King. And Sam, what kind of a reception is Kane getting?
Well, Valerie, the doors opened here at the RSA Activity Center just about an hour ago, and already there was a large crowd that filed in here to see Herman Cain speak, and that crowd has actually grown over the past hour or so.
News at 9's Samuel King is joining us with an update. Sam, a long road to recovery there.
And Mark, they've already made a lot of progress cleaning up here in the Myers Acres trailer park, but there's still a lot of work to be done before things return to normal. SO ratings range from a 1 to a 10, 1 being the best, 10 being the worst. Montgomery and Prattville fall at a 2. Most volunteer departments fall in the middle of high end of the range, but Hayneville falls in at a 10, the worst rating.
Samuel King spoke to the family and some friends of the victim in Pike County.
People express grief in many ways. Some talk, some pray, some write. Teens who knew Brooke Ledford and Lexi Pierce did all three at a remembrance service at Riverview Baptist Church. They wrote personal messages to their friends on colored balloons.
I don't know where to begin. I love you so much. You always make everything better. I don't know what I'm going to do without you. I'm trying to be strong because I know that's what you would want.
It says, "Hey baby girl, I miss." It's so hard to believe you're not here with me anymore. I love you so much. You have no idea how much I miss you.
Lexi, I love you so much. You are one of my best friends. You always listen and never judge me. I'm extremely grateful that I had the chance to become as close to you as I did. You will always be missed and always have that special place in my heart.
Brooke and Lexi were killed just 2 miles from Brooke's grandparents' home. Those who knew Brooke gathered there to remember a girl with 3 loves: family, friends, and God.
Always smiling, the most loving child. She never ended a conversation without saying, "I love you." There was never a doubt in anybody's mind that Brooke loved them. And you knew it every day.
Last night I talked to her for about an hour, and she was with me Friday night. And she never were around Brooke when you wasn't laughing. You might have been crying because you were laughing so hard. But
After the service, the teens prayed over candles and released their balloons, hoping their messages will be seen beyond the sky. The girls attended Pike Liberal Arts School. Because of the crash, classes there have been canceled for the remainder of the week, and exams have been canceled until after Christmas break.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Bob Howell.
And I'm Valerie Lawson. An Iraq War veteran awarded the Purple Heart is now dealing with the battle here on the home front.
His family's dream home burned to the ground last month. It happened on Murphy Dam Road, just outside of Dadeville in Tallapoosa County. WSFA 12 News reporter Samuel King investigates the unusual circumstances surrounding the fire's origin. As he sifts through the rubble of his dream home, retired Army Captain Charles Gatlin says he's past anger. He and his wife Ariana work as veterans advocates. They were out of town when they found out about the fire.
I was in the Pentagon in 9/11 when the plane hit, had a car bomb blow up in my face in Iraq, so I've walked the edge quite a bit, but I've never, ever had this happen.
Investigators considered a fire suspicious, but won't discuss any leads or suspects.
We want justice. We want to know what happened, and we want to know why.
Assistant Fire Marshal Scott Pilgreen says investigators are trying to put the pieces together. Gatlin had broken up a burglary at a neighbor's house a week before the fire. And the night of the fire, police say that same neighbor's car was stolen and burned.
Those circumstances in such a close time frame, that into itself makes it something you want to, the bells and whistles go off, you take a look at it, and you see if there's any connections there and kind of go, and that's what we're doing now.
Small comfort for Gatlin as he and his wife try to find something.
This was a beautiful home.
Anything to remind them of what they had.
Do I think justice will be served? Absolutely, and I hope so. But, as they told me, we're going to get those guys, we're going to put them away, but that's not bringing this stuff back. Not bringing it back at all.
We were going to Jamaica, the Grand Cayman Islands, and the Florida Keys.
Mackenzie Blackman and a couple dozen other students had been looking forward to the cruise since last August. Their parents say they booked the Carnival cruise through Southern Tours based in Troy.
We had to pay half in payments, and then after January we had to pay the rest of it and for the bus. So my last payment was a little over $1,000.
But just days before the students were to set sail on May 29th, The group found out that Southern Tours went out of business last fall, and the group was out $26,000. Several parents we talked with say travel agent Gail Hawley kept collecting their checks, but never booked a cruise. We went to the former address listed for Southern Tours and found it empty and for sale.
It took a lot of money for this cruise for a lot of people, and now we've lost the money and we've lost the trip.
Yeah, she had letterhead, Carnival letterhead, and everything looked legit. The pamphlets, all of it looked legit.
And parents and students tell us that students here at Laverne High School booked a cruise through the same company last year and reported no problems. In a statement to WSFA 12 News, Carnival said Southern Tours made 3 bookings last summer for a cruise on May 29th. All were canceled due to a lack of payment. A spokesperson said, regrettably, there is nothing we can do in terms of protecting the reservation for this group, and the voyage in question is sold out. After learning the cruise was canceled, the parents tracked down Hawley, but they say she has made no concrete arrangements to refund their money.
Well, I would love to have the money back, or at least a cruise for my child, and you know, and this person needs to own up and, you know, and make amends one way or another.
We left 2 messages for Hawley on separate occasions, and she still hasn't returned our calls. Many of the students would still like to go somewhere after graduation, but it likely won't be on a cruise. Samuel King, WSFA 12 News, Luverne.